All right, welcome back to Pharmacist on Call. Your community pharmacist, Dr. Sean Pruitt. So we got a couple of Facebook questions, and the first is from one of my good buddies down in Memphis, Tennessee, Shonda Robinson. Shonda asks, where can she find the juice down in the Memphis area? The only place that I can think of, Shonda, might be Champion's Pharmacy over there on, it's not EP, Bellevue. Yeah, so Champion's Pharmacy, call over there and tell Cookie I sent you, see if she has any beet juice. So I think they may have it. If not, then you can go to PruittsDiscountPharmacy.com, order it online, and we ship to you the next day. PruittsDiscountPharmacy.com, so it's Pruitt with an S, and all of our supplements are on there, and we take pretty much every credit card. Got another good buddy up out of Memphis asking another question, Rod Peterson. He wants to know, should you take these supplements in concert with each other or target one area? Well, Rod, that kind of depends. If you don't have to worry about any hypertensive issues and you're just diabetic, or you just have hypertension and no diabetes, or you don't have any kidney disease, it just depends. So what you want to do is limit and treat the comorbidity you have, if any. And if you don't have any, cool. But we're going to get into now preparing the body for the onslaught of the virus itself. So we dealt with comorbidities. Excuse me, we're going to tighten up our diets. We're going to supplement with the things that can help fight, help treat our comorbidities. And now comes the part of preparing the body to be a virus killing machine. So I've got about my top 5 supplements. And actually I've got another question here. So Joseph Wood, he wants to know, one of my fraternity brothers wants to know, how can you find out your blood type? We're going to be doing blood type testing, I imagine, next week. So we'll get those kits in. If you all call the pharmacy before you come down, I want to make sure that they are in. I know a lot of people don't know. And if you're able to, call your physician. Usually you would get it on your checkup, but if not, you call your doctor and ask. If not, we can blood type test you. All right, so the top 5 supplements that I recommend outside of what we already talked about, because what we want to do is supplement our body so that we can increase our immune system, and then we also want to supplement our body with something that is naturally antiviral. So top 5, number 5 is going to be vitamin C, ascorbic acid. And the reason I like vitamin C is, you can get it pretty quickly and easily out of most of your fruit, but it is a natural antiviral. It is an immune system booster. It works by signaling to the body to turn on the immune cascade. So vitamin C comes in capsules. I think we're out of capsules now, so I think we just have our powder left, and that powder will run right through you pretty quickly. So I would suggest maybe a dosage of anywhere from 500 to 1,500 milligrams once or twice a day should keep you fairly well. Or you can do something like lemon and water or lime and water. Both of those are very high in vitamin C. Just squeeze them in and just drink it on down. All right, so number 4, vitamin D. And something that we really need. It is responsible for strengthening your immune system as well as your thyroid function, and so both require vitamin D. Now, how do we get vitamin D? The primary way we get it, if not through dairy, is from the sun itself. So once we come in contact with the sun, our body begins to synthesize vitamin D. However, for those of you who are heavily melanated, like me, it can be a challenge because the sun rays don't necessarily get through there as easy. And so sometimes we can be a little vitamin D deficient. So what we need to do is supplement in addition to getting sun rays. And I'll just say that it does a lot for your mood as well. And I had a lady come by the pharmacy, she's probably watching today, who was really down with the social distancing thing. It kind of affected her mood. And I told her, hey, you need to get out and get some sun. And she did, and she felt much better. So the sun is there for us. It is life. So we need it. So stimulate that vitamin D, stimulate that immune system, that thyroid. Vitamin D, in addition to stimulating the immune system, also has direct antiviral effect on influenza as well. So another immune system strengthening vitamin C and D. All right, so we've got number 3 is raw organic honey. And this is it was nature's first antibiotic. Now, this is raw honey that comes straight out of the comb. It is not honey that you go into Kroger's with a little bear on it. That had been processed. You need something that has not been processed or pasteurized. You pull it straight out of the comb, so that way you get all the benefits. So it is high in enzymes and all kind of other things that are good for digestion, good for destroying viruses, bacteria, and funguses. So this thing is, what do we call that? Well, it's pretty much a multi-virus, bacteria, and fungicides. Or the word is escaping me now, but I can't believe I forgot what that was. So at either rate, raw honey, nature's first antibiotic. You can use it topically, like in a wound, help the wound heal faster, kill any disease trying to set up in there because of the pressure that the osmotic pressure that the honey exerts on the bacteria in the wound. Or you can do like a teaspoon a day or so. And so it also has antiviral properties as well. Number 2 is going to be raw coconut oil. And coconut oil has 2 compounds in it, lauric acid and caprylic acid. So lauric acid is the antiviral portion of coconut oil, and all of these guys have been researched in dealing with either influenza. Well, these next 3 have been studied with COVID, the earlier versions like SARS and MERS. So coconut oil, they saw had activity against the SARS virus, particularly with regards to its replication. And I forget where that research came out of. If you guys want to call me tomorrow, I'll be able to look it up again and tell you. And so they're in the process of studying it with this strain, but I expect it to have some effect as well. So not only does it stimulate the immune system, it also has direct antiviral activity, and I believe what it does is the virus is covered in a coating, and the coconut oil destroys that coating and then is able to kill the virus. So coconut oil. Let's see, number 1, I'm sure many of you have heard of it, but it is none other than what the Prophet Muhammad referred to as the blessed seed. It is called the cure for everything but death. And so our top supplement that you should be taking during this whole piece is black seed oil, Nigella sativa. So black seed oil does a number of things. It is an antibiotic, a broad spectrum antibiotic, and it takes care of everything, even for those of you who have been in the hospital sick with MRSA. Kills Pseudomonas, kills a whole bunch of gram-positive, gram-negative bacteria. It kills a number of different viruses, kills a number of different funguses, candida, just like honey and coconut oil. So this thing is a broad spectrum bactericidal. The other thing it does is for those of you who have heard the word cytokine storm and have been concerned about that, black seed oil turns off that cascade. So the number 1 cytokine that we worry about is tumor necrosis factor, because it really gets in there and does damage. So black seed oil down regulates TNF alpha, that's what we call it in the scientific community. So you don't have to worry about cytokine storm. And I think some of you have talked about elderberry and concerns with it causing cytokine storm, which is probably a possibility since we know that it stimulates the immune system, but I don't think it has any effects on TNF alpha and interleukin 8 and interleukin 6 and all of those other immune systems. So I can see where there's a possibility for concern with cytokine storm, but that is alleviated with black seed oil because it turns those off. But I think it does turn on the others like interleukin 2 and just so many of them I just forget. So black seed oil is probably my number 1 recommendation. So I guess to kind of answer your question, Rod, if you don't take anything else in terms of preparing your body for this, black seed oil is going to be at the top of the list. But I have a product that I have made that combines 4 of these 5 products. So I have combined black seed oil, vitamin D, coconut oil, and raw honey. The vitamin C, I could not get it to mix in there, so I guess it's not soluble in those oils. So you'll have to just supplement with that. And so I call it Pruitt's Potion. and man, we've been selling it like crazy. It's and for those of you who've had black seed oil, the raw honey and the coconut really take some of the bite out of that horrible taste. So it does pretty well. It's about, you know, the majority of it is black seed, but the reason that I did that because I want a synergistic effect, because they each kill different pathogens, and so I want to see if there's a synergistic effect with regards to the different viruses that are out there or the different strains. And since we know that coconut oil has been studied with SARS, and that raw honey has had effect in other viruses, and certainly black seed oil as well, if we can get a mixed synergistic effect to keep the body prepared and certainly, you know, out of trouble. So I also have vitamin D oil in there as well, because you're gonna need it as the immune system stimulator to work with these other guys. So Pruitt Potion, our 4-ounce bottle is $19.99. The 8-ounce bottle is $39.99. And the way that you take it is 1 to 2 teaspoonfuls once or twice a day. You know, I think once a day would probably suffice. If you feel yourself getting sick, then certainly bump up to twice a day. I have to take this stuff at night because it makes me sleepy. Black seed oil is great for insomnia, and so I guess I'm really sensitive to it because it knocks me out. So I have to take it just before bed. I won't be able to function during the day if I do it. Pruitt's Potion, I have to make another batch, so that will be made tomorrow because we sold out of the first 2 batches. But $20 and $40 essentially is what that is. And then you can go on our website. The black seed oil is there, and I'm not sure if the other products are, but just call the pharmacy if you're looking for something and you don't see it on there. We're going up on another break, so you guys stay right there. We'll be right back.